Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. We are continuing with Coffee Talk tonight, which we had a lot of fun with last week. So I am very much looking forward to continuing. Thank you for the follow, Lane Cammy. It is very much appreciated. So this is our second session in the game. I don't know how many sessions it's going to take, but from the look of the progress bar, I think we're about a third of the way through the game. We're probably going to be continuing with this next week. We'll see. We'll see how far we get. Let's jump into things. I've got my tea here beside me, though I've already gone through most of my mug. I've got like maybe a quarter of my mug left. I've got this very nice blood orange tea. It's a green tea. Low in caffeine since it is late at night, but it's very lovely. Okay. What are we missing? Are you sure that would be okay? What's... okay, so there is no previous dialogue, I think. I think we just opened with this. Because we did stop at the end of the, when we were moving on to the next segment, so there shouldn't be any previous dialogue. I guess we're just jumping in right in the middle of a conversation between these two. But first, I just want to check out what we've unlocked here in Brewpad and Tomoda Chill. So let's see, we got Russian tea. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon. Ooh. Despite the name, it's a totally American drink. Yeah, that tracks. Alright, and what information did we unlock here? We got Aqua. Okay, so a mermaid from Atlantis. And a friendly introvert tea lover. I am also a tea lover. Let's see, favorite things. Full Metal Conflict, video games in general, grandma. That's nice. Moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can. Trying to find the place and person where I belong while doing something I love. Ain't we all? Alright, let's look at Hendry. Oh yeah, he's the weird cat dad. His birthday is May 23rd. That's really close to my sister's birthday, actually. Alright. Okay, so, are you sure that would be okay? Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull off. But it's something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully. And gracefully. I know. So I guess we were just discussing her book. Alright, hey Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Uranus was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although, I need to interrupt Uranus for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay, so we need tea, ginger, and then one other ingredient. Last time, I think we tried honey, and it was not correct. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. Okay, so, well, we can check to see, actually, what tea things we got. Okay, no, so I think we tried tea, lemon, tea, ginger, and cinnamon, maybe? That's what we tried? Yeah. What did we try last time? Yeah, so, well, we know that it definitely needs to have tea, and it needs to have ginger. What's this, mint? Sure, let's give that a shot. Tea, ginger, and mint. Ginger mint tea. Serve it. Is this it? How is it? Nope. Well, guess it's not that. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Yes, it does. Far from it. Oh my, pardon me for the mistake. But it does. Your guidelines were tea, ginger, and then something that is not ginger or tea. Never mind. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala, we're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Ah, come on. Oh, it's the hipster elf. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Baileys. Hey. How are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Horanus was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear, and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common, so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original, but my target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. Honestly, I never watched any of the Choose Your Own Adventure shows on Netflix. If I'm watching Netflix, I don't want to be interacting with it. I'm doing something else with Netflix on the side. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. And that sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea. Which is? Making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay? Alright, alright. As Arana said, though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. Actually, I do just want to check one thing here. Did it? Okay. So, it only actually adds proper recipes to the brew pad. It doesn't add the ones that are just a combination of ingredients. That's good to know. So then, that should tell me what things I should throw away, because probably whatever drink he's gonna want is gonna be one of the quote-unquote real beverages. Okay, that's good to know. Right, fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Do we have ginger latte in the... Well, I'm guessing that it will be coffee, ginger, and milk. Yep, there we go. We can't make latte art with this one. Here you go. Thanks. Damn, this is good. With this kind of drink-making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Heh. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Actually, that would... I think that unlocked... Yeah, ginger latte, there we go. Warm energy boost, perfect for a cold evening. And does that give us a new unlock for... Yeah, that gives us Bailey's third unlock. Okay. Favorite things is punk. Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. Wait, what? So, the Pumpkin Spice he likes is a band, not a drink. Okay. Let's see, what I'm doing with my life. Escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one color at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Ambitious. Alright. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure. It's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course. But I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her? The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Geez, there's a flowchart if ever I saw one. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following. And that girl has a friend. And the friend is the one I'm after. Ooh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into the details. But this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Oh. Okay. Holy moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay, okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was pretty. I wasn't, no, I was a pretty active guy back then. So, Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together, and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Oh, damn. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Heh, more like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly, that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Lua came by a few days ago. How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. That is true. Hyde is a male model. A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight. About your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know... What? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or, I should say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. Gah. Ugh. I hate that when you feel like you gotta sneeze and then it refuses to leave. Blech. Hate it. Alright, so when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country. accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lou is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. Alright, that's better. Let's keep going. Alright, however, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the "I left my family for you" card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It'll be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. This is getting too real. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege as you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've gotta go too. Wanna head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Uranus. And Freya. Bye. Now, Gala didn't like it, but honestly, I think a mint ginger tea would actually be pretty great. I think the idea of the beverage I made is nice. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. Milky Way. Sweet and cool like outer space. I wonder what that is. That's gotta be mint, milk, and I'm not sure what else. Lemon, maybe? Or honey? That's probably it. Honey, milk, and mint. Still raining. It apparently just never stops raining in Seattle. Alright, WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling fury sedative illegally. Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Yeah, good luck with that one. Hey, it's Hyde again. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice, catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Uranus. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. So I guess it's tea, ginger, and milk. That's weird. Trash it. Tea, milk, and ginger? There we go. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Okay. Ugh, those 2 bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. Wow. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. Wow, so he deliberately fucked over the Mafia. No one, I'm surprised he's not dead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before... Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hyde. I'd prefer it if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind you telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Uranus, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? I think we can do that. Let's see, so we need tea. And what do we got? Milk will add a bit of cool. Mint adds a whole bunch. And sodas. Okay, so let's do mint and ginger. That's warm and cool. Sure. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. See, Hyde appreciates the mint ginger tea. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Oh, is Freya late? Heh, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. Heh. I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Uranus my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly, I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kinda like biz dev for people's lives, then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people, like my friend here, only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist, or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives, anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it! Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Uranus. And you, Freya. Actually, I want to look at Gala's drink, now that I've unlocked it. The Gala had ginger chai latte. Good to calm, yet warm your nerves. Huh. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Huh. Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Yeah, Freya's kind of being a dick right now. Come on. I won't get into details. But going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. But I kinda pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Oh, it's our astronaut buddy again! Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Alright, Neil Armstrong. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Ooh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Jandrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes? So, anything? Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Okay, I wonder if this is supposed to be the Milky Way that we saw. Which was, I think, milk with, I believe, honey and mint. I could be wrong, but I think this is the Milky Way. Yeah, there it is. Let's try it. Let's see, I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. Ooh. What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Hey, we did it! Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. You can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. But we believe it is alright to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. Ooh, so we get special lore because, we got the right drink. I owe you this story. So, why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes, it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves. Because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey. You came here to give seeds. So a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. The half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend, you are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit. You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. But why go through all the hassle? It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So, everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born. That sounds beautiful. And creepy. Why? It sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. That was a badly chosen word. But it is roughly similar to the truth. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them get laid with love? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know, what do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner, in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives? Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? Okay! First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? I love Neil, he's great. Or they're great. They're not really a he or a she. Now, the path to starting to date varies between people. But usually, it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink, a condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? Alright, we're talking about alien sex tonight, guys. We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. Oh no. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. Now you're telling me. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer Orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. Alright, well, that's the last of my tea. Over to water. Don't want to be awake all night. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful weekend. Heh. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. Ha! That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Yep, we did the ginger latte already. Neck is getting stiff. Didn't sleep super well last night, unfortunately. Was up every couple of hours. Guess that's what happens when you go to bed at like 5:30 in the morning. Alright. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor, and the Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. So it seems this world has a lot of its own problems. Welcome. Oh, okay. Got a friggin' special agent type in here. Good evening, sir. Hello. Well, I did play the, through those 6 putt-putt games on Saturday, yes. That was quite the adventure. Let's see, I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. Or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Oh, he's after Neil! Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's, a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know. That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures, after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. Yeah! We stand Neil in this house. But yeah, I was not haunted by Putt-Putt because, like, let's face it, it was my choice to do the Futamira stream. Now, again, it is going back in the vault for probably forever. But it does mean that I need to come up with something interesting for next year. Phew. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? They came in together! Good evening, Uranus. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Yeah, we can do that. Green tea, heavy on the mint. Marrakech, okay. Your drink's ready. Ooh. This looks really fresh. I call this Marrakech, inspired by its origin. Marrakech in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my. It's warm, but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. I've never actually heard that before. I've heard of Morocco being associated with spices, but not tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Tatarek. The fuck is a Tatarek? What's this? Okay, oh, there's the Marrakesh. Fresh and healthy drink from Morocco. And there's the Milky Way. Now, what the fuck is a Tatarek? What? I do not have a Tatarek. I don't know what the fuck that is. Galahide, Neil. Oh, we got Neil and fully unlocked, right, as well. Myrtle. I have no idea what a Tatarek is. Any of you guys know what the fuck Tatarek is? Tatarek. Maybe something with ginger? I don't know. I'm sure this is wrong. That's just ginger lemon coffee. Tatarek. Tea milk and ginger is a Galahad. Tea, ginger, mint? Fuck it. Well, I do have a couple more attempts. Let's trash it. Green tea, ginger, cinnamon. The Grinch. You know what? We're giving her the Grinch. I don't know what the fuck she's asking for. Here's your order. Huh? Is there anything wrong? More like, is there anything right? Because it's not what I ordered at all. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix it for you. No need. Make sure it doesn't happen again, okay? Will do. But you didn't tell me what it is! You didn't tell me what the drink is! What the fuck is a Teteric? So, how are things going in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. You can't. You have to have one of the beverages as the base, and then you can add 2 other ingredients to it. It won't let you just mix the spices together. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Ha! As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be the norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. What? Okay, well, if she asks for it again, tell me what it is. Alright. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it, fast. Before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry. And also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know? And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? Then you kick their ass. What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Ugh. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Yee? No, you don't have to do that. Girlfriends! Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Blue Girl. Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? Sorry. A lot of talking in this game. It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Ooh, who just came in? Oh, it's our little cat friend. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Uranus. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day, and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are... backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Alright, so we'll put in the chocolate. Wait, how do I... How do I make it hot chocolate? That's dark chocolate. What's this? How do I make it warm? So we've got chocolate, honey, and milk? Well, that's a Chocobi Miracle. I don't think that's right. I'm gonna trash it. Let's see if that still comes up in my, thing here now. No, it doesn't. Okay, so if I trash it, it doesn't actually come up. What if we do chocolate, chocolate? Honey? That's honey chocolate. Alright, it's our last shot. Sweet hot chocolate. We do milk. Oh, I can't add chocolate if I use a milk base. Okay, so we have to use chocolate as the base. That's a dark chocolate, is with that. That's not gonna add any sweet. Honey is really... well, honey and cinnamon. Oh, okay. So if we put a whole bunch of cinnamon in, that might do it. Cinnamon chocolate, fine. Here's your order. Thank you. How is it? I don't think this is what I ordered. I mean, it's a cup of hot chocolate, but there's nothing special about it. Oh, I'm sorry for the mistake. It's okay. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. I probably had to use honey and cinnamon. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening. I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Uranus. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? Oh, what's that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Okay, so chocolate with milk and ginger. There we go. Is that an entire fucking churro in it? Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad? Yes? Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name. Managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry, too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel. I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know, but give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, you know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I'd need to figure out. But it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. I have a feeling that something's gonna happen to Rachel. Excuse me for a moment, Uranus. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? Yeah. No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Uranus, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care on your way home. I guess that's all for Oh, he's back. Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh. Yes, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No. I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes? Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Ha! Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry. Excuse me. None of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, and they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Uranus. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Goodbye. Oh, Milky Way again. Okay. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Naiman and Maruki Harakami to collaborate for a new IP. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised, where they will be chased by werewolves. And it's still raining. Oh. Guess the police are, after someone outside there. Can't seem to go one stream without someone making noise outside. Alright, let's check the, what do we got here? We got the Grinch, green, spicy, and not everyone's cup of tea. And Spanish Sahara. And what did we unlock here? We unlocked a level with Gala. Veteran, now working in a hospital. Okay. With Hyde, we unlocked his third part. Favorite things. The fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Huh. And currently a model, past, stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Jeez, that's a lot of police cars going by. I wonder what's going on. Huh. Okay, we got Neil's full thing. Birthday, none. Self-summary, please write your profile here. Okay, so he didn't fill out his profile. Which is, I guess, why we unlocked the whole thing all at once. Oh, Aqua updated their photo. That's neat. And Henry, music enthusiast and father. Okay. Alright, sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something you can do. Yes, werewolves are just a thing here. In the world of Coffee Talk, there are various races that all live together in, relative levels of harmony. Alright, what is it? Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned. We learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh. Let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay, like, there was literally a federal agent here looking for him. I don't think that we should give him a job. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Nonverbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron, though. To help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Oh, I do not see this going well. Welcome. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Uranus, what's going on here? Well, Neil's working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. Ha! It's not that. Neil's just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it's the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. I appear to have walked into a conversation. Hey, Esperanza. No. Neil is an alien life form who has come to Earth to basically impregnate someone so that we will have a superhero protector. And so he is learning more about how humans communicate, or how, I guess, Earthlings communicate, because it's not just humans in this world. And he has asked us if we can let him work here for the day, so that he can learn more about people. So, I don't know if it's the best idea, but our character has given him the job for the day to help out, and yeah, so he's behind the counter now. It's certainly something. Neil is fun. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you, then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come in yesterday? Yeah, so basically she's writing a novel, but she's kind of doing it on the side, and her boss doesn't know, or I guess they didn't know until today. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office. And things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Excuse me. Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do, according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite. Anything. I trust you with the decision. Neil looks like, think one of the old orange astronaut suits, but with, like, stars and a galaxy inside the helmet. Let's see, I trust you with the decision. Alright, well, if she wants Neil's favorite, then there's only one drink that we have that's his favorite. Where is it? It was a milk drink. The Milky Way, here we go. Milk, honey, and mint. Honey and mint. Yeah, Neil's pretty great. Oh, it's got Neil's arm there. That's great. I love it. Here's your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Yeah, he chose the name because of the pictures that he saw. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood. That sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Ugh. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that, then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full-time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it is kind of a reflection of our world, which isn't super positive, much of the time. Yeah. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. Ha ha ha. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. It's almost November. Well, unfortunately, she does not have that much time. She was given a month, so she's coming up on her deadline for the novel. It's not going to, she doesn't have until November. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Right again. But you're not wrong but you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things that you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. Ha ha ha. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Hey, it's Miss Myrtle again. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. That I can do. Coffee, ginger. Punch it. The Jahi Tubruk. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil. Some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visit here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. My immortal's around 23,000 words. That is a wildly subjective question. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. The ancient texts. The AO3. Which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve. But we will try. Step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... Hey, there she is. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. She is an aquatic person. She is from Atlantis. And she's very cute. Where's Uranus? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. Is it alright, Miss Aqua? Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here is the deal. And we go through the spiel about... Ah, there he is! Yeah, so that's what he looks like. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Uranus. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. Yes, they literally just discussed that the last time he came. It's because he saw a picture of that album cover. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around this planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. No, it's a music festival. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Ah, no worries. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. Yeah, Neil is special. He's great. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. I haven't seen Invincible, so I can't say for sure, but I do not think that is the case. His goal is to spawn a half-breed to be a protector for the world, rather than for invasion. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing, we're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. Ah. Yeah, I have not watched Invincible yet, so, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but, there is the possibility. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But... wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game, but in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI UX. Ugh. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job, and if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than ours. Or some of them are better than others. But it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. Yes, Aqua is adorable and I love her. She's great. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different from me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under, Friendier, okay? Alright? I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh. That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all these countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. Damn. That sucks. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Myrtle's getting serious. Or, not Myrtle, Aqua. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. Ah, yeah, girlfriends! What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. Yes, they were roommates. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Hahaha, don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I love determined Aqua. She looks so cute. I need to go home now. and prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Yeah, basically. Okay, see you folks later. I like how the sign is just like a bunch of random scribbles and then coffee. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? Jeez. What is going on outside? There have been friggin' sirens going up and down the street all evening. Every time I see this game, it's raining outside. So we just... Okay, it's because, yes, it rains every single day in this game. I don't know why. There has never been a day that it has not rained. So I guess in Seattle, it just perpetually rains all the time. I don't think I would enjoy that very much. I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? 155 rainy days a year? That sucks. Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house. I definitely won't say no. Seattle's a rainforest? Huh. Interesting. Ugh. I don't know, up here in Canada, it's basically a crapshoot. You could get any weather anytime. Like, friggin', I don't know if it was like Thursday or Friday. The weather was like clear, there was no snow anywhere, and then we get hit with like a flash blizzard for several hours, and with like several inches of snow coming down. And then 2 days later, it's just gone. All the snow's gone. Our weather here is just insane. It makes no sense. I don't know if that sounds better or worse than getting it all at once. Alright, let's see. Getting sleepy. Alright. New, healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game Rising Hell blamed for violence in school. Of course it is. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. Except they misspelled whispers. Yeah, basically. Well, like, when this game was released, this was about 6 months in the future. Or maybe a little more than that. Maybe about 8 months in the future. Yeah, I can definitely imagine so. Alright, let's check our device here. See if we unlocked anything new. Okay, we got new Myrtle stuff. Okay, game programmer working on Full Metal Conflict. Okay, we already knew that, though. Alright, welcome. Hey, it's the hipster elf again. Good evening, Mr. Baileys. Evening. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. He's not that bad. He is definitely a fucking hipster. But he doesn't seem like a bad guy. One of my favorite wiki articles, list of stories set in the future that is now in the past. Yeah, that is fun. Seeing what people thought the future was going to be like. And then realizing, oh no, our world is terrible. Alright, Freya's not here? She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time. Just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts, or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize that's what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? It's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. They can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear, or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. Ha ha ha! The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now? Including our interaction now. Man, now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate, with ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. Hot chocolate, with ginger and cinnamon. Punch it. Bitter heart. Okay. Yeah, it does actually. Here you go. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink? Only for special people and special drinks. Maybe so, but you could always have a decaf. Say, Aranis, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Ha ha ha. Oh man. I guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder what I should ask next. Oh. Wow. Freya looks rough. Hello, everyone. Yeah, she looks like she's having a time, alright. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look... horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. What happened? You'd be better asking what didn't happen. Because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. She needs to drown her troubles in coffee. You need to rest. And miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company. Because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I'll need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Really? I wouldn't think flannel would be super desirable when it's constantly pouring. Wouldn't that just make you soaked? Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Espresso! Please. Oh, should I give her espresso? Or should I give her something calming? I think I need to give her espresso. What did we just unlock? Oh yeah, the bitter heart. Shadows that will help you try to hide. Okay. Because, yeah. Alright, espresso it is. They just spawn there, Esperanza? I don't want to do this. You really need to have a rest, Freya. Just give me the damned espresso. Okay. This'll keep me from falling asleep. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. Well, that actually is how caffeine works. Basically, caffeine tells the part of your brain that regulates when you feel sleepy to just ignore the sensation of being sleepy. It doesn't actually make you less tired. It basically just says, hey, you are not allowed to sleep right now. I got a lot of good advice. But that also means things, and not a small number of them, mind you, need to be rewritten. Oh. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that... It's just... I'm going to my usual corner. Thanks to your coffee. I might make it through the night. She looks horrible. Yes, she will absolutely be making bad decisions. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight. And no, there's plenty of cat people around. There's that. Remember, there was that one cat girl idol and her dad who come by, and this place just came to mind, out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. I guess you should. Oh, it's the girlfriend. Who's still smoking in my fucking coffee shop. She's a succubus, actually. And she was dating him, but they kind of had a fight and haven't spoken to each other in a little while now. Not sure whether I should thank it or not, though. Yes, definitely awkward. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. How... You first. No, you first. I was just going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. There should be an indoor smoking ban in this place, but apparently not. I would like to just, spray her with a friggin' fire extinguisher, but... Yeah, no, up here in Canada there is an indoor smoking ban for businesses, at least. Unfortunately, apartment complexes can still allow smokers, which is frustrating, but here we are. Yeah, I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Uranus. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. Is that one that I've already gotten? No. Okay, so gingerbread coffee. It's definitely coffee. Probably ginger and cinnamon, I guess. Seattle Spreadly. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm guessing ginger and cinnamon for this. Yeah, definitely different world. Ginger and cinnamon. And if it's not that, then it'll be coffee, cinnamon, and ginger. Yeah, there we go. Gingerbread coffee. Here it is. Thank you. My grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up. With my family. Oh, she's laying on the guilt here, because basically the reason why they had their falling out is because she thinks that family is super important, and she wants both of their families to be okay with the relationship. But his family is a bunch of racist pricks, and he doesn't care if his family approves or not. So they're kind of at odds over that. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking on any new jobs on at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah. I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. There's two things I can't stand. Those who hate others... yeah. It's been a long time since I've watched, geez. The name is escaping me. Austin Powers, that was it. I think that was, what, number 3 or something? Goldfinger? Or Goldmember? Whatever the hell it was. I don't think I've seen that since, like, friggin' high school. It's been a long time. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. It went well in the end? Kinda did. They paid me on time, at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? No, he's not a Shadowrunner. He is an artist. He does visual design. And what problems are those? I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Uranus, who's standing in front of us? Not even Uranus. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years. But I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new. But somehow, things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe? Or tiredness? Or knowing that, chances are, we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Baileys, I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. That doesn't make it not the best. Well, it's a very complicated situation. There have been multiple scenes with the two of them now, going over their situation. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. No worries. Yeah, no, the writing in this game is fantastic. It's really great. But I put on a lot of masks. Just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. Also, I like her phone case. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week. Including that supermodel. You knew? That girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you, you know? Attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. Wow, they're even calling him a hipster in-game. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. Heh. What are the odds? What are the odds indeed? What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys, I know I've been stubborn about you wanting to make me to make peace with my family, and I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kinda hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family, when I actually want to do that anyway. For myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? Lua. Yes, Baileys? Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do, after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great. You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life that's the elven privilege. But it's not a perfect life without you. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lua, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about if we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. Achoo! There's that sneeze from the start of the stream. Ugh. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So, you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, I believe in you. Yeah! Alright, they got back together! Lua, Baileys, I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So, what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. And I want you to come with me. There are still a few other pairs of people that we need to figure out. There's Myrtle and Aqua. I want to know what happens after their little vacation this weekend. And then there's Neil with everything he's got going on. And of course there's Freya with her book. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just, I'm not prepared to meet them. Yes, that about sums it up. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races? They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. It is definitely unsettling. Neil is special. And anything else? Later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. Hey, someone's getting laid and it ain't Neil. Huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Oh, I wonder if Aqua and Lua are roommates. That would be a twist. Actual roommates and not the they were roommates kind of roommates. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Uranus. Yes? We're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. What a twist. Yeah, they were actually roommates. Yeah. We're off then. See you. Thank you for coming. Oh, she's gonna be thanking him for coming later tonight. Oh, hey, she doesn't look like a haggard zombie anymore. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. I also have to lull this whole conversation taking place in front of the barista, including the. Oh, yeah, we're definitely. Yeah, no. No, Uranus is cool. Barista Uranus. He knows what's up. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Who just came in? Oh, dang. I think that's Gala. I think he needs his special drink. Rah! Arg! Whoa! Freya, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Warg! Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in a fury like a normal customer. Trust me. He must have his reasons for coming here. Warg! You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? Rarg! Yep, we're giving him the gala special. What? No. Oh. Oh, shit. I can't refer to the thing. That was... fuck. That was tea with milk and ginger. Yes, good, I got it right. Here's your... I think we got it right. No, he left. Because we heard the door close there. I guess he drank his drink and he left. So I guess we got it right. Yeah, what the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction of the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. No, he's just a werewolf. Apparently in this world, when werewolves get their time of the month, it's called the Fury. And they get, I guess, like that. But apparently there are ways that they can sedate themselves. And that particular drink is apparently the way that Mr. Gala is able to get himself under control. He's a hospital admin. He's not a murderer or anything. He's a good guy. Yeah, that was certainly unexpected. Can you get back all right by yourself? I'll manage. Take care on your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. See you. Yeah, that'll do it, I think. We've gotten the Milky Way as our suggestion drink like 3 days in a row now. I want to see something different. Only space drink, alright. I guess we'll see if Neil shows up today. Let's see. Weirdstein Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Coachella 2020, do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with Fire regarding immigration. Okay. Is Gala gonna come in? Welcome. Oh, it's Freya. And she's dead again. Alright, so what did we unlock here? The gingerbread coffee. Sweetened with brown sugar to satisfy the cookie monster. And then... in chill... Oh, we unlocked Galas fully. Okay, favorite things. Food. Anything warm and made with ginger. Music. Metal Maiden. Books. Full Metal Jarhead. Alright, what I'm doing with my life. Trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. That's nice. I think that's it. Yes. We fucked up on the Rachel encounter, unfortunately. Alright, good evening, Freya. Oh. Hi. Yeah. he was a veteran with PTSD. He's got a lot going on. When was the last time you slept? Yeah, no, Freya is, like, on the verge of death here, I think. I still sleep like a normal person, you know? I slept for 6 hours. Last night? No, I slept for 6 hours this week. Oh my god, Freya is going to just... Yeah, she's gonna... Yeah, no, she is not in a good way. That's not healthy. Get some rest, really. I can rest when it's done. That's stupid. Oh, shut up. So what's your plan now? Now, as in right this moment? I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. And after that, I'll continue writing. Freya. Oh well. You know where the bathroom is. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird, coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of this place, just write here. No, I can't do that. Let's see. His warm look and restat. His character outfits are expensive. Freya has been wearing the exact same clothes all week as well, which is definitely a good sign, yeah. Nah, yeah, everyone just wears the same thing all the time. That's just how it works in this world. Everyone gets one set of clothing, and that's it. That's the rules of video game design. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? But... See, there's a customer coming right now. So don't you worry about me. Hey, it's Gala! Yeah, Midnight Suns actually has a neat thing where you can have characters wear a random casual outfit every day, which helps make it more real. Yeah, no, that's actually really neat that they did that. It's, I've seen a couple games where they give characters alternate outfits, but it's pretty rare. Because, like, yeah, you're basically then having to design and draw a whole other outfit for every pose that the character is going to be in. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya. Oranus. I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Okay, yeah, so it was definitely Gala. Gala. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made, and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? That is pretty crazy. Do you want anything to drink, Freya? No. It's alright, Gala. I insist. No, she's not. She's just, very proud. And also currently unemployed. So she feels bad about taking a free drink. You don't have to. Please accept it. At least it'll help me stop feeling so guilty. At least, a little. Alright, alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make sugar and spice? The one with cinnamon? Yes. A cup of sugar and spice, please. Okay, so we know it's got coffee and cinnamon. Do we already have a drink that's coffee, ginger, and cinnamon? Yeah, that's the gingerbread coffee, so it won't be that. Is it maybe coffee double cinnamon? Well, we don't have sugar. So it would be it's definitely coffee. Honey, maybe? There it is, sugar and spice. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vices. Hey. Oh well, I won't complain. Yeah, unfortunately, sugar is not one of the ingredients that we have to work with, yeah. Otherwise, yes, that's what I would have gone with. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Uranus, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. How about paying for the drink yesterday? But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of emergency? The hospital was really packed yesterday. After that announcement. Announcement? The one saying that a replacement government-issued Fury sedative will be available soon. Releasing that news on the day of the full moon was just... stupid. So many restless werewolves came. Asking about the scheduled sedative. Which isn't ready yet. Yeah, basically. But the announcement said it wasn't ready. Just that it was coming soon. You think people read the whole article? They only saw the headline or glanced at it at the news stall. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them, though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous. It's difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why, at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of our isolation rooms, of course. But I couldn't, so I rushed right back to my apartment. But it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gala, excuse me for asking this. Yes? But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? As far as I remember, no. And I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday, but I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone, as long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. Which I guess is where all of the band-aids come in. Despite all of that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. I'm curious what would have happened if we gave him the wrong drink. Always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do to if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure, what are you having? Same as yesterday. Yeah, now we can actually look it up. Oh, yep, there's the sugar and spice. Spicy, sweet, natural bliss in a cup. But no, that was the Galahad. Tea, milk, and sugar, right. Or tea, milk, and ginger. The Galahad. Here's your special brew. Thank you. The drink that saved me. Once again, thank you for helping me find this drink. By the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that that drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? That's the plan. It has to be warm, though. I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Phew. What the? Oh hey, it's Rachel. Rachel? What's going on? Ha! What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Sure, what's the difference? Oh, okay. Huh. So there's literally no consequence to having given the angry werewolf the wrong drink? Oh, so if we give him the wrong drink, he causes a whole bunch of damage, I guess. Well, at least it's not a game over. That's what I was worried about. Yeah, probably. Oh, well, what the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella? Just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Moranis, a cafe latte, please. That we can do. What was the specific, coffee, milk, okay. She's a cat. She's a cat person. Let's do some latte art. Kitty! There we go. Yes, I am a master artist. I'm ready to, get paid $300 an hour to work at Starbucks. Your cafe latte's ready. Thanks. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father. Which is true, to be fair. And he messaged me about coming beforehand. Said he was just going to wish me luck. Yeah. A regular, Sherlock Holmes. So I told them to let him in, of course. Oh, okay, so she told them that it was okay for him to come in. He's still my father. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came. And... ugh. I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. You're 18. You are not mature enough to know that. I wonder if our cop friend is gonna come and, like, say, okay, yeah, no, this guy's a piece of shit. Freya's just like, okay, I have only slept 6 hours in the last week, and even I know that's bullshit. Yeah. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh, yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually, no one pays much attention to whoever's on first. But there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Oh, that's nice. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After-show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini-conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you. But your manager's probably worked some of his influence, too. Ha ha ha. So why are you here? Ugh. Because of Dad, of course. I told him not to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages. At a club in Belltown. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name. But I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties. But inviting an underage person to his party? That might be a bit too far. Welka, huh? Oh. Yeah, that's her dad in his cat form, I guess. Meow. What the hell? Oh no. Dad. No, I think he got the shit kicked out of him. You can see he's got a swollen eye there. What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Yes. Dad, what happened? Oranis, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Meow. Milk. Here. He just dumps it on the counter. Okay. Thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? They're on their way. I've contacted the hospital. Thank you. I've also contacted our Nekomimi expert personally. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Ha! Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. I hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place, then. Will do. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why it keeps giving me the Milky Way every day, as the preview drink. But I think that this is a good place to call it for the night. So after we read this paper here, let's see. Police raid on private Coachella after party is biggest drug and sex-related bust of the year. Wow. I guess her manager was really getting into things. No, that's not Neil. That's a guy in a hospital gown. I have a feeling that that is probably Lester, her manager. Let's see. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrests, Coachella will go on. So yeah, I think we're going to call it there. Let's see how far I am, because if we go to the main menu here... Oh, no, yeah, if we go to change barista, that should show us... Oh, wow, we didn't get super far that time either. We're about 40% of the way through. So we've got a few more streams at least, to get through this. Yeah, looks like we'll have, plenty to do. So yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. It's always appreciated having you guys here. It's always a lot of fun talking to you guys and playing through the game. Yeah, so I do have something that I need to be awake for very early on Wednesday, so there won't be a stream tomorrow. Next stream is going to be Thursday when we are continuing with Bioshock 2, so that should be a lot of fun. And then on the weekend, I'm going to be visiting my folks for the Easter long weekend. So next stream is after Thursday is going to be Sunday for Fake Tactics. So only 3 streams this week, because a lot going on this week. But yeah, I hope that I see you guys on Thursday. If you want to join my Discord, the link is down below the stream. You can suggest any games that you'd like to see me play there. I hope that you guys all enjoyed the stream, and hope you all rest well. I know I'm going to be hitting the hay here pretty soon. Thank you all for coming, and have a nice night.